Hmm.
And by definition and logic and
Oh,
our
shut up.
understanding,
Thank you. Oh, just made it in time. Just made it in time to do a live real quick. Do some updates on the Sade Robinson case. Where's my music? Sorry about for being late. All right. Sorry about being so late. I am here. I am here. I am here. I'm here. So, this is what we're going to do. This is We-On-Loc, by the way. And there's some things I want to get into real quick, but before I do, for those who are going to see the replay, like, share, subscribe to the channel. We're not going to get into any other BS that's going on the YouTube, YouTube sphere, wherever the fuck they call it. We're not going to get into all that because I basically made my bones and I'm scattering the ashes into the sea. Scattering my ashes into the sea unless provoked. So, I am so sorry I am late. I am so sorry. I was running around getting my son's head done and uh, taking him over to his mom's. Whew. Well, it is. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
This morning, a memorial set up overnight for Sade Robinson at the Milwaukee home once owned by the man accused of killing and dismembering her. Take a look at your screen. Our cameras captured this memorial on the front lawn of the home near 30th in Oklahoma. You can see a picture of Sade with the message reading, quote, "The new owners of this home recognize and honor Sade Robinson. Our deepest condolences are with your family and the community. You will remain in our prayers daily," end quote. Prosecutors say 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson killed and dismembered the 19-year-old after a first date last month. According to the criminal complaint, Robinson's phone records show she spent 3 hours at Anderson's home the night she died. That home was recently sold to two corporations whose spokesperson says were unaware of the significance of the home when they bought it. Maxwell Anderson is in jail this morning being held on a $5 million bond.
Okay, so they sold the home, right? And that's little to what we know at this time, other than the graduation ceremony that took place a couple of days ago. My heart goes out to the family, of course, the Robinson family. If anyone who wants to care to donate to their what was it? Not Cash App. The Cash App GoFundMe. Go to their GoFundMe and make a suitable donation. It doesn't have to be big. It just lets them know that you're out there and you care and you wish this upon nobody. Just to get a quick relapse of what happened or what transpired. The woman, the 19-year-old woman, Sade Robinson, was seeing this 33-year-old man, and obviously things were going good per se until she seen something that she shouldn't have seen, and she got murdered. That was basically it. And she was disfigured and cut up, and her body was spread out throughout Milwaukee. The mother was trying to find the rest of her remains. The father was trying to find the rest of her remains. Everybody was involved. Shouts out to them. And then, of course, they had the ceremony this morning. And then it is a mess. It's a mess. This Maxwell Anderson person, he's going to pay tremendously. He is going to pay tremendously for his crimes, although Sade Robinson wasn't his first victim, because the blood that was in his house was not Sade Robinson's blood. It was somebody else's blood. So that means, obviously, he's a serial killer. He's a serial killer, and he had pled. He said he had pled not guilty. Now, rumor has it that they had looked for the rest of her remains, and they're going to plan a proper funeral for Mrs. Sade Robinson. Yes, they're going to plan a funeral. I guess Maxwell's lawyer is trying to get the parents of Maxwell to try to confess to where the rest of the remains are. In my opinion, they're just as responsible for the killing and the dismemberment of Mrs. Robinson. Because true to form, I would disown him. If they really cared for Mrs. Robinson, he would be disowned. You do a crime, you got to do the time, but you and his bail is $5 million. Now, according to resources, his father is a very, very rich man. So, and he owns real estate. So I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised at all if he were to somehow come up with the $5 million in bail money. If he really cared for him that much, he would just leave his ass in there. He will leave his ass in there for him to rot. Because we're going to see, it's going to come out how many other bodies that Mr. Anderson has dismembered. Now let's go to something a little bit positive, shall we? Basically, the ceremony, the graduation.
Sade's family was at MATC today for a graduation filled with both joy and sadness. Their bittersweet emotions also shared by the Amari Smith family, a man killed by a reckless driver.
Both were students at Milwaukee Area Technical College when they died. Fox 6's Bria Jones takes us to today's ceremony and how they were honored.
We honor the candidates for graduation who are here with us and those who could not be with us.
A monumental milestone that even tragedy couldn't stop.
Grateful, overwhelmed.
Sade Robinson's family front and center as her sister walks across the stage at Pfizer Forum in her honor, wearing a pink cap and gown embroidered with Sade's name to accept a posthumous degree from Milwaukee Area Technical College.
Felt wrong because this is her diploma and she worked so hard to earn it, but I'm glad that I could be here.
Robinson was studying criminal justice when prosecutors say she was killed and mutilated after going on a first date in early April. She was only 19. As her accused killer sits in jail, her mother, Sheena Scarborough, is celebrating this bittersweet occasion.
Sade, I'm very proud of you, baby. We are all very proud of you. I wanted her to be here, receiving her diploma.
Also receiving a posthumous diploma, Amari Smith, an innocent man who was killed during a police chase earlier this year.
I wish she was here.
Even in death, Amari Smith is still making his mother, Shanita Hill, proud. The 30-year-old, known for his volunteer work, was an aspiring barber. Prosecutors charged a man who they say was trying to run from police when he hit Smith's car near 20th and Burleigh in February. His mother says his legacy will live on with this diploma.
Okay, why does this always keep going back? Okay, that is the updates thus far. If there's any more updates, you know I will be on that. But we're going to look for some other interesting things to get into. And I just want to make the point. I want to make the point that we got too many crybabies in this space. Too many crybabies that still complain about females who don't deliver on their end as far as having feminine traits, just being feminine. It's like, how do I put it? When is this ever going to end? Obviously, this is I don't know if this is a money grab or it's a SOS. This is a sign for help. This is an ask. This is content, whatever you want to call it. But clearly these dudes need an actual ass whooping. And I want to see if this works. I want to do a campaign on weak men ass whoopings. We need to go back to the traditional days of me just whooping your ass. Yes, that's what we need to do. We need to go back to the traditional ways of me whooping your ass and having that black van pull up, and whatever shit that you want, we straighten you out real quick. Because you know the daddy is usually at work late night, or he's digging roses, basically going home with the father or otherwise. But that doesn't mean that there's a uncle, there's a grandfather, there's a great grandfather, if you still have them, if there's a bigger brother, if there's an influencer, if there's a male counselor, a wino, a crackhead, whoever. There is no excuse for having a nigga whine over a female like this. It becomes such a mute. It just becomes muted. Like no one wants to listen to this shit anymore. For you whining and crying all the time. A woman gets pregnant, so what? Strap a condom on, nigga. So what? You're part of the responsible person that actually doesn't want to wear the condom or is too lazy to. That's your biggest issue. She may be at fault, but you're just as guilty as she is. But you want to put all the blame on a female. You want to put all the blame, the economy's going bad. We're not getting reparations, the death rate of men, the suicide rate of men, and you're putting it all on the woman. How about looking in the mirror at yourself? Too much like right, huh? But yet we have a woman that can barely find the remains of the woman. You can barely find her remains, and you got the nerve to complain. But I know you. Oh, and didn't we just have an episode of P. Diddy whooping Cassidy's ass in the hallway of a hotel that they were in? But we're gonna find some excuses. We're gonna find some piss poor ass excuse. What did Cassidy do? Cassidy took some money away from. Oh, so it requires an ass. Oh, okay. So it basically requires an answer. I got you. Okay. Let's see. Defines. Give me a minute. No. Oh yeah, and we're complaining about, and just complaining about whatever we want to complain about. GB, fair use.
Can you hear me? I'm sorry, I don't want to hold you up. All right, so just thinking, you see how like the woman, in this example, because we don't really know her, right? So we're just gonna go off what we know, though. The woman seems to possess the qualities within that would be in alignment with what most men want, but they looked past it in this example to focus on her physical attributes, right? And so do you think that mentality is why people are making bad choices in dating? Because they're prioritizing the least important thing, right? Like if the mindset is what's actually going to be the most important, it's way harder to change someone's mindset than it is to change someone's outward appearance. So instead of us realizing, hey, you have the proper mindset, I can work with that, and we could work on your hair and nails and all this other bullshit. What men are doing is prioritizing the outward stuff instead of the stuff that's inside, right? Like to coexist with a man, right? Like to coexist with what they claim they want. You want a woman who follows and is obedient and is a good mother, and that is all based around mentality, right? So she's showing you she has the mentality, but you're not looking at it, and you're looking at shit that can easily be changed and saying, nope, I can't go over there because I don't like the hair and the nails and the top. Like, is it that mentality the reason for why dating is trash right now?
I think
yes, I would definitely say yes to that, due to the fact that they're looking for a fantasy woman. They're looking for a fantasy woman in, the right type of shape, the right type of size, nice chest, big ass, doesn't talk much or talks little at all, and would love to make a sandwich. To just love to make a sandwich. I think it's a high time that I come. And by the way, I have not forgotten about those contracts. I have not forgotten about the contracts. The contract states that if you have a distasteful, if you have distaste for the woman, if you have a disinterest about the black woman, then I suggest you go elsewhere or just simply turn gay. That's the contract that needs to be signed by these Negroes, these self-hating Negroes, these cock-a-doodle-doodle Negroes, these what did you call them? Dusty Mite Negroes. Let's see.
I think that's definitely a part of it, and I think that the major part of it is that most men are more concerned about what other men think about their girl instead of how they actually look at their girl. They more concerned if other men look at her as she's attractive. They look at if other men think she's mad. masculine. If other men think that she is feminine enough, or she's faithful, or she's this and that, instead of looking at themselves within inside, said these are the attributes and characters that I like in a woman. I don't really give a fuck if she wear weaves and long nails because she's a woman. Most men don't really care about it that much. It's not a big fucking deal. Most men are not trying to make sure they woman go outside dressed a certain way. Most men do not care about how she dresses when she go outside. But in these talking points, they hear these men say it, these so-called masculine men, these so-called men that are dominant in these spaces, and they want to follow them, even though those same men do not have those same attributes in their own life.
And so I was still playing back to mentality, right? Because my whole issue earlier was people prioritizing the least important thing constantly. And it shows up in everything we do, right? What you just said. I'm going to prioritize the opinions of men, not the men who are going to make soup for me when I'm sick, not the men who are going to help me financially when I'm struggling like a woman would, not the men. The woman is going to be the one who's there for you, supports you financially when you need it, supports you when you're sick, raise your kid, take care of you, encourage you, motivate you, etc., right? But instead of focusing on that, I'm going to prioritize the opinions of men who will not do any of that shit for me. So I'm still speaking to like the mindset of the men in itself is just all fucked up. And that's why relationships suck. Everything that they prioritize are things that absolutely don't fucking matter. You prioritize men's opinions who are not going to do shit for you. And then you prioritize these small external things about a woman that can be changed to overlook the things that you really need the most. The mindset, the mentality, how this woman operates, how she thinks is going to affect you, your children, your environment. But overlook all of that because I need to be worried about opinions of strangers, and I don't like that weave.
People are followers.
Goddamn.
In other words, instead of listening to the woman's opinion and contracting, giving your opinion on the observation that whatever the woman gave, instead of answering a question, you want to comment on a woman's behavior, a woman's dress, a woman's weave, if she's wearing one, wig, lace front, the nails, her eyelids, the rules on the cheekbones, the eyeliner part. It's draining. It's always something. But yet can we just call it what it really is? You people are sick. You people are sick and y'all need professional help. A woman is being buried. A woman had just been buried. As a matter of fact, one out of four women would have been murdered or more this year. But yet we're always finding excuses of what she does to the men. Not knowing if the men's are so, we're not getting to the fact that the men are so powerful that if I strike a woman hard enough, I can kill her with one blow. There are too many people online fist fighting, and I would have to say this is on the women too. There are too many fist fights where a man hits a woman and she is bent up in a fetal position. Cassidy, after she was dragged on the floor, she was kicked twice. She was curled up in the fetal position.
Girl, you got bars right now. I can't debate nothing that you said. And we want any man that do disagree, please show your face. Hit the link. And I also want to welcome somebody into the show. Good day. Good day.
Yo, peace and love, man. Peace and love. Let me take my shoes off at the door. Peace and love to the beautiful queen, the supreme goddess, PH Diva. Peace and love to you. Peace and love to the other beautiful queen, the voice of Venus. Peace and love to you. And peace and love to the other beautiful queen on the panel, Jay. Peace and love to you. Peace and love to all the queens in the chat. The SBG First Lady, Anya Bracy, Dakima Renee, Robin M, Shiesty Bum, DB, Maya Reed, talking to Kinfolk, Zero Tolerance, the Verbal Assassin, Bomb Cherry Juice, Rogue C, It's Me, Dr. G, Barry White, Sherry Berry, Zero Tolerance, Ayana, Aries, Sexy Red TV, Ariel. Listen, man, all the queens, you know, as soon as I come on this panel, I'm going to make it my business to lift all the queens up, give y'all flowers while y'all can still smell them, and teach these men how to treat the ladies on the internet. As far as the topic, Cuzzo, and peace and love to the kings as well. Can't forget about the kings. As far as the topic, Cuzzo, man, listen, these men, these rim brothers, these no good suckers, right? What they're doing here is deceiving y'all. It's not about the message or the messenger. It's mostly all about them. Because what they're actually exposing of themselves to the world is they're not looking at the message or listening to the message when it comes to a woman. See, I'm about to bring y'all into the dark mind of a rim brother. So when they're having a conversation with a woman, right, it is not to listen. What they really are trying to discern is if she has enough beauty, if she has enough sexuality, right? Because their first thought and their only thought when they're in conversations with all women is sex, right? So what they're saying is, regardless of what the queen is saying to her, the only thing they're trying to interpret is if she's willing to have sex with them. And if she's not willing to have sex with them, then that's going to be an issue. So they look at beauty, right? They're saying, well, hey, is this woman does she have?
Man, look at that big flying fast, bitch. We ain't got nothing, man. You ain't got nothing we want to hear. Listen, when we gonna get that puss? You know what I'm saying? When we gonna get that puss? Man, she talks too much. She talks too much. She talks too much. She gonna get this dude. Put him in the fucking bathroom. Get him the fuck out of here.
Any type of beauty or am I attracted to her? Because that's very important to them, right? Is the attraction part. And if she's not attractive, then they're gonna dismiss anything else that she has to say because they don't look at the woman as having any type of value above her body. And that's what they're articulating. So when they talk about the message and the message is beautiful and they agree with the message, but they only listen to the message when it comes from a man, right? But when it comes from a woman, they're willing to entertain the message only if she captivates their eyes with beauty. That's the hypocrisy of these rim brothers, these no good suckers, these red pill men, these incel men, these manosphere men, right? So, and we gotta call it out when we see it, when we see the hypocrisy.
Call it out.
That's what it's all about, right? That's why they look at the artificial. They look at what she looks like. They look at how she's dressed. They look at the tattoos. They point to all those different things that has nothing to do with the message. The same way the Jews were misled by the coming of Jesus because they weren't looking for the message, they were dismissing the message because of the messenger, because their perception of the way Jesus was supposed to come into the world was in a disagreement with how they were living. So because of that, right, they dismissed Christ and they became against Christ. And in that same manner, these men are dismissing the queens, the ladies,
Now that I think about it, that is correct. Because in the story, when he went back to Jerusalem, he knew that he was going to be sacrificed. And he ended up praying that day. And that's what he asked his disciples and said, wouldn't you not watch with me for 1 hour? He knew he was going to be sacrificed. So Jesus went in there not knowing that not everybody believes in the king. Nobody believes that he can walk on water, feed, made the blind see, made the sick, healed the sick, feed 4,000, 5,000 people, turn water into wine, stuff like that. They thought he was a witch. They thought he was something other than the son of the morning. I don't even know why I said that. But y'all do know who the son of the morning is, but that's on a later date. So you would rather crucify a woman not because she has intelligence and indecency. She practices intelligence. She has intelligence and practices decency. But you despise her due to the fact that she is intelligent and possibly more intelligent than you. And so you look to her looks as an scapegoat, as a saying, this, I can overpower this woman. No, let me say how y'all really say it. I can overthrow this bitch. If I really had her, I can overthrow her and take her abilities away, and she'll be nothing but a bitch. That's what these Rim brothers are actually saying.
women, and they have become against women. And a lot of them have taken on this red pill ideology, this incel ideology, and this manosphere ideology, and they built the foundation upon hatred towards women. They don't want these women to be intelligent. They don't want these women to be opinionated. They don't want the queens to have a voice, right? They just want them to be docile. They want them to be starfish. They want to control them, even in a sexual way. That's why these men will use biblical verses in order to justify SSA. These men are sick, and we gotta understand and get into the dark minds of the way they think and the way they perceive the world and the way they perceive women. So listen, I know we got some Rim brothers on the panel that want to interject and interrupt. So I'm just gonna close it out by saying peace and love to everybody.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let these Rim brothers go because I know they lack patience, they lack stoicism, they lack emotional intelligence, they lack self-control, and they lack discipline. Perfect. So I'm just gonna let them have
Sharon,
that.
you're a Rim brother because you was trying to cut him off too, Sharon.
Yeah. And Big Boy is fucking stupid. He ain't got no self-discipline, and he's just very emotional, a very emotional person, and very light skinned. I get it.
I ain't trying to cut nobody off.
Yeah,
but
you did.
Welcome to the show, Jay. How you doing, Jay? What is your thoughts on the message versus the messenger? Because Greta just
Hi,
want to.
Sharon. Hi, everybody. Hi, Gremlin. Being his gremlin, self.
Fuck you.
Hi. Anyway.
Monetization on that quick. First curse of the day.
I was listening to this eloquent speech that Brownsville was saying, but I was kind of confused that he started it off by saying he was delving into the mind of a rim brother, when I'm pretty sure majority of men at some point in their life have focused on beauty first of a woman rather than her attributes when it comes to her traits, like her personality traits. So that would either mean that every man either starts off or has a phase of being a rim brother, or what Brownsville is saying is inaccurate.
So the beauty part is just the part. Go ahead, Brownsville. You there?
You're muted. You're muted.
What we're saying, Queen, and peace and love. I appreciate the question. It was a very, very great question, right? Because real men understand that beauty is only skin deep, right? So we look beyond just beauty. We look at intellect. We look at opinions. We look at education. We look at the character of a woman, right? Is she willing to be nurturing? Is she looking at being successful? Is she walking towards the path of righteousness, right? Is she somebody who is loyal? Is she somebody who is trustworthy? Is she somebody who does self-reflection? So real men look at all of that when it comes to women, not just the beauty, right?
I agree.
So
I agree
but the thing about it, Queen Jay, was this: these brothers, right? This lady. Now here's the thing: I'm a married man and I have a beautiful woman, right? But that doesn't stop me from listening and appreciating the intellect of another woman who I might not be attracted to. That's the difference, right? I'm not attracted to 99% of the women that I see and hear on the internet, because I only have eyes for my beautiful wife. Because I'm at a place in my life to where, listen, all of those things only go to my wife. But when I get on the internet, I can appreciate the intellect. I can appreciate that these women have good sound opinions and sound advice, right? But these Rim brothers,
you gonna let him walk in that hole, Sharon?
These Rim brothers, they don't have the ability or the capabilities to look beyond beauty, right? Even some of them that might have women, no, because sex is at the top of the value system. That's why I call on men to recalibrate their value system. Remove sex from the top, put God at the top, and then you will not be looking at the messenger. You would be interpreting the message to see if it's a good message. Peace and love, Queen.
But the baseline, well, from what I've heard in this manosphere space, scientifically, from what they say, that science says, men at their core are sexual creatures that are they're possessed by just their sexuality, how they make their decisions, how they move.
Motherfuckers better use their hand. We're sexual creatures. The hand is free. The hand don't give you no problem. That's what I would suggest to the men in that space, but that would be a little bit too much. Or, like I said, they can go ahead and sign the contract, which states that if you are a person that of non-understanding of a woman, that's non-negotiable, and you just sign the contract and just be gay. That's just what it is. Yes.
Move through life, sex is at the forefront of that. So if that's the case, why are you just making it solely a rim brother trait when it's men in general that have that?
Because Queen, the big,
that's
the
right, because it's incorrect. That's why
it's incorrect.
Yes, Queen, because you said manosphere, And
So
you understand. Hold on, Queen. 'Cause I'm gonna break down.
Maybe she got more frame of. Maybe she got more frame of a question.
Hey, why are y'all beating down the young queen like that? Could she get her voice out?
So it's incorrect. So Jay, you had a follow-up question? Hold on.
Please let her get her.
Hold on.
Let her get her voice out.
Jesus Christ.
That's all I'm asking.
Try to please
show some respect.
Trying to have a conversation.
You guys aren't rim brothers.
But you are not. Please.
You guys aren't rim brothers.
Stop trying to stop. Can you stop? It's kind of.
Sharon, this is the company that you keep.
It's kind of annoying when we are trying to have a conversation and you just want to interrupt just to troll. So again, Jay, do you have? Jay, do you have another form of questioning you? Because I don't want it to be just long soliloquies back and forth. So was that? So it's incorrect. That's why we are talking about it. You had another form of questioning after that?
Oh, my bad. I didn't think I was on a soliloquy.
You wasn't. I'm trying to give you a chance to get your
thought out. Okay, cool. So my follow-up question would be, why are men having casual sex still? Why do they indulge in pornographic videos in mass if it's just this small sector of men who are rim brothers? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure at some point, Brownsville, in your life, you have indulged in pornography or casual sex, right?
I think we all have.
So
you weren't always intentionally dating, so you've evolved. So would you say at one point you were a rim brother, or at one point you were just a man with no purpose?
I think at one point when I was very, very, very young, right? I did have a bad influence.
Before you even answer that question, hold on.
No, that's not fair.
Is it a bad question? Like, because Sharon, I see you reacting.
Yes, it was a bad question because we are talking about people that is promoting a certain talking point, and you are talking about men that doesn't possibly have guidance. Those are two different things.
But I don't mind answering.
Hold on. And we are talking about men that are promoting. But you are not asking a question that is genuine to the topic. So if you are. We are talking against men.
This is the company that you keep. No one can have any type of understanding with a troll. It's that simple. You cannot have any type of conversation, or you can have a conversation. You just can't have understanding, right? I guess Sharon was trying to get to a place, magnify the question with understanding, and get to a more manageable place in life, to where we can say, oh, maybe this will work for our generation, the next generation coming up. Because what happened at the previous generation, which would be Millennial or Generation X, was not working. Or they're suffering because of us, Generation X. So what can we put to the table? What can we put on this table? Because what happened with Sade, what happened with Cassidy, we'll just let them figure it out. What trial and error they want to be in. Do they want to be in a place of comfort, or they want to be in a place of disaster?
That is promoting degeneracy. That is us talking against.
I'll have to catch Brownsville alone, because my question is about what he said. So
that's a great question.
I'll let y'all go back to the
question pertaining to
what the fuck is going on? I will give you a chance to talk. I promise you.
We can skip over my question.
No, it's not about skipping over your question. Wow, it's about it's not the same as if we are talking to somebody that's on the street and we say, "Hey, young man," and we just giving him advice and say, "Hey, you shouldn't watch pornography." We don't know that man, but we are talking against people that's actually promoting. And when we say the Rim Brothers, they have an ideology and a philosophy. So we speaking to direct human beings, not the masses of the world when we having that conversation. When we are talking to direct people that speak a certain way, I don't know why that's confusing. There is certain men in these spaces that speak a certain way every single day. And we are just the opposition of.
Okay, let's just skip through this.
community or the culture, right? I was listening to JP earlier, and characteristics that they're displaying.
Wait, what?
It's the same person as person.
At one point between those two things,
right? And I was making bad choices because my value system wasn't properly aligned, as most young men value systems aren't, right? Because a lot of the times when we're young, we have less experience, we make bad choices, and we have to learn from mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm no different than that. The Rim Brother ideology comes from these older men, these men who are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, who are speaking this hypocritical rhetoric that hatred towards women. They're blaming all women for the problems of this world, shifting all accountability and responsibility towards women, and they're devaluing women. And I'm sure, Queen J, you've heard it on these shows when they talk about women have no value outside of sex, when they talk about wanting to conquer their family as they're conquering the world, which means they want to subject their own family to force. When they talk about using the scripture, 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter, to justify SA towards women, right? And it's a lot of men that have that same mentality when they're glorifying going to the strip clubs, going to the brothels, going to the clubs just to have sex with women. And they don't want to have any other, positivity and productivity to bring to the community or the culture, right? I was listening to JP earlier, and a brother was up there just talking about, hey, I wish you would have had a show last night because I was in a strip club and I wanted to show you some naked women, right?
This nigga, JP is sick. Something is wrong with this brother. Something is wrong. Oh my God. He just wants to prove something every single time like that. And he does some of the most egregious, dumbest shit ever. But this is YouTube. Everybody wants to be entertained. So let JP entertain you.
Right? These guys are older.
Oh, and by the way, I ain't got nothing against JP. But it's just, damn, man.
These guys are just totally corrupted with their mindset, and these are the Rim Brothers that we're speaking towards.
So Jay, so do you see is a difference between somebody that is pushing and promoting the talk and somebody that is just not in say a manosphere that is not
have life experience?
Hey, we reading super chat.
Yep.
And y'all don't want to admit it.
True.
What y'all saying today was different.
I'll see y'all later on. I've just been called back to duty off of vacation, so I'll be back to cuss out you motherfuckers later.
Body fat fuck. Anyway, this next segment was the most interesting thing I can ever hear from Big J. And Big J, I don't know if I can take this brother serious or not, but I have to admit, he's one funny motherfucker. He's one funny son of a bitch.
Peace and love, my brother. Peace and love.
Oh man. So again,
so Big J,
don't even answer it, Browns, man. It don't even make sense because we got video evidence saying completely opposite of what he is saying. So it doesn't even make sense to even answer what he's saying. It really doesn't. It doesn't even make sense. If you wasn't there and you don't recognize it, you don't recognize it.
No, I call you both y'all on your hypocrisies, and y'all don't want to admit it.
True.
What y'all say?
Wait, what
difference, true. And I know
comparing what somebody went through at a young person that was not
now have the newness of life and now to
males.
No
males.
So I find this conversation funny.
Here we go.
Because what you said today, Brownsville, and you, Sherrod, it's mighty different what y'all said last week and what the excuses y'all was making last week.
How?
Because wasn't somebody last week was talking about SA and their wife, and both of y'all were making excuses for him. So can y'all please explain that?
Already. All I have to say is, fuck you, Brownsville. Fuck you, Sharon. Y'all have a good show. I'll see y'all later on. I've just been called back to duty off of vacation, so I'll be back to consult you motherfuckers later.
Peace and love, my brother. Peace and love.
Oh man. So again,
So Big J.
Don't even answer it, Brownsville. It don't even make sense because we got video evidence saying completely opposite of what he is saying. It doesn't make sense to even answer what.
I at this moment I don't even know what Big J is talking about.
He's saying it really doesn't. It doesn't even make sense. If you wasn't there and you don't recognize it, you don't recognize it.
No, I call you both y'all on your hypocrisies, and y'all don't want to admit it.
True.
What y'all saying today was different than what y'all was saying the last time I was over here.
Fine.
Which
I don't know.
Shout out for Free Zone Lou will point that out. So
yeah, I think the estrogen is starting to get to your brain, my brother.
No. I got testosterone, and I'm
testosterone. Testosterone.
Okay.
What did I say?
I'll give you the opportunity because I know PhD is getting more upset than I am. But I'm gonna give you the opportunity to substantiate what did we said now that is different from last week. Go ahead. We give you one opportunity.
No, because
PhD gets on my goddamn nerves.
Y'all made excuse for Otis when he said though he was when y'all was caping for Otis.
Okay, fine, perfect. So now, what do that has to do? Okay, so now, what did that have to do with what we said just now?
Because he looked at women at below him too. He wasn't repenting for what he said.
Okay, so what do that have to? What did we say different today that we said different from before?
Say what?
What did we say different from today than what we said different from that day?
Because y'all like to use ad hominem attacks on these quote unquote realm brothers. That sounds so fruity. Calling somebody realm.
JX, it's okay. I asked you a specific answer, and it's okay.
You both y'all are hypocrites. Based on what y'all said last week and what y'all.
Okay.
I'm still hung up on what they said. He hasn't repeated what these niggas was saying. He keeps stuttering and windmilling and whatever, man. And then when he get tired, he get the yelling and the screaming. Then he get kicked off the panel.
Okay, perfectly fine. You said, but you have no proof to back up what you are actually saying. Fine, we'll move forward. It doesn't make sense.
I have the proof. Free Don't Lose had the video of you and Brownsville saying something different today than what y'all saying last week.
Again, what was it? What was it? Instead of honoring back over your words and keep repeating the same shit, what the fuck was it that Brownsville and Sharon was saying during that time? What was he saying? Man, you got me all right.
Everybody clipped that live stream. Everybody clipped that live stream. Free Zone Loon got it, and a whole other people had clipped this live stream when y'all was talking on both ends out y'all's neck. And that's
Thank you. I appreciate it, even though you still can't substantiate it. It is what it is. Thank you.
It ain't what it is. And how can a married woman can say, I'm married, but then though you want to talk about another man's dick who's not of your husband?
Your feelings must have been hurt by that.
No.
Because you still talk about it a week later.
Don't talk about righteousness when you not righteous your damn self.
When did I ever mention the word righteousness? You've never heard that come out of my mouth.
I'm not your husband. I'm not your husband. But you talking about my dick, though. You want to talk about what's under my clothes and shit.
I talked about your lack of a dick.
JX, no, we was just talking about how you always have moist balls because you always peeing on it. That's what we were talking about. What? Yeah, because his belly ain't true. His belly got so big that his penis turned into an innie.
Do you see how?
Are you saying, Sharon, that Big J's testicular fortitude is lacking moisturizer? What the fuck is he talking about?
Suspect it sounded. Do you see how suspect it sounded?
I don't know why he want me to do this. That man's enjoy.
No, you suspect, Sharon.
Okay, then I'll be, and then so I'll be. All right, so fine. If you feel that way, then I'll be that. It is okay. It was a fucking joke. It's okay that you have so much estrogen that you cannot take a joke, but you are a man. Do you have a woman to vouch for you to say that you are not? Do you have? Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna set the stage for you. Hold on, JX. Hold on, I'm gonna set the stage for you. JX, do you have a girlfriend that substantiates that you are not fruity? Yeah.
Wait for it.
I do talk. I fucked up in 2024. You sound.
Got him. Got him. All right, let's see, because obviously I told you that dude was funny, but let's go to this clip. Very emotional clip for those who have not seen it. For those who have not seen it, it is a very emotional clip.
Dressed in her older sister's favorite color, young Adriana Reams is doing what Sade Robinson never got the chance to experience. This celebratory walk across the stage at Pfizer Forum on graduation day.
A part of it felt wrong because this is her.
For those who don't know, this is Sade Robinson's younger sister, and her mom and her dad are there. Family is there to celebrate what was supposed to be Sade Robinson's graduation. Thoughts and prayers are to the family. Thoughts and prayers to the family. They have a GoFundMe. Let me see. Let me check to see the GoFundMe. Hey, Robinson. 1 second. GoFundMe page. Okay. Shares. GoFundMe page. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. I think it's the next one down. Oh, Justice for Sade. Justice for Sade. If you want to go and I don't want the damn cookies. I don't want the cookies. But anyway, if you want to, she so far has raised over $64,400. If anybody will want to share more, if anybody wants to donate, go to Justice for Sade, Our Fallen Angel. Justice for Sade, Our Fallen Angel. GoFundMe.com, and go and donate, be a supporter. Now let's get back to this heartfelt video.
Diploma, and she worked so hard to earn it. I'm glad that I could be here.
Adriana and her family are accepting a posthumous honorary degree in Sade's name at MATC's commencement ceremony. The 19-year-old was studying criminal justice at the college before she was tragically murdered in April. Her mother still coping with the loss.
I am having a multitude of feelings. I'm grateful, overwhelmed, sad.
Feelings mom Shanita Hill can relate to. Her son Amari Smith was killed in February. Amari, a passenger in a deadly crash as a driver was fleeing police.
I'm sad because he's not here to participate. And this is one of his greatest accomplishments that I would have loved to have him here for.
Yeah. I think instead of concentrating what we should be concentrating on, I think we should build a strong rapport on what needs to be reported, what needs to be content, what just needs to be, per se, because these same dog water ass talking points are really starting to get on my nerves. And if I even were to talk to Shannon about it, I would definitely let him know. Then he would definitely feel my pain on that. So I'm going to start coming up with more solutions to this problem. Because if I have to hear one more Negro say, well, it's all the woman's fault, basically, I'm just going to explode. All right. I'm not saying that women are all good and all stuff. There's some really bad women out there. But in totality, what you're doing is you're becoming a victim of your own circumstances, your own demise. Because you are afraid of the outcomes. If you were to walk up to a woman, if you were to say, hi, how are you? Would you like to? And you get the automatic, no. You go to a frenzy. And a lot of women getting killed out here. A lot of women are getting murked out here because of that, because of the word no, but that's their choice. It's their choice. It's their choice to say if they want to engage with you or not. It's their choice. And if they don't want to engage with you, God damn it, there's plenty of women out there. There's more women out there. You know, there's more well, I want to put this out there. There are more Afro-American women out there who are single than your average everyday African-American. I'll say it again. There are Afro, meaning these women who don't have the wigs and the whatever they put on their head. They like to go natural. Why don't you date some of those women? Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's too proud of them. It's like, I don't like they ugly. They just too ugly for me. Then just don't, it's just the complaints. It's like, God damn. You was just complaining about some other lady that did a live stream and she had long fingernails. But I guess she was spitting truth to facts. But instead of just being logical and substantiating her argument, you go on a rant about her fingernails and what she was wearing. And is she feminine? I am for separation. And I just thought of something. But I got another clip that I want to play before. Yeah, we got some time. We got a little bit more time left. Because, this is my Friday. Woo! What are these people talking about over here?
It's like disrespect of women. So it could take many different forms. And so for women, when you see the disrespect the first time, take that as your opportunity to exit stage left, right? So we don't have to sit there and wait for it to progress into some other type of
But that's what I'll say that to my wife, and she'll say that it was red flags before that.
Right.
That
So
she
tell
probably
us
should have
about
took heed to.
So
Okay,
tell us
so-
the red flags.
Yeah, there we go. Give us 5 red flags.
What was the first?
I want to say, I honestly, not towards her. It's just
If you don't get in this conversation, of them are enough of them are to cover the space. My son was old enough to come on this motherfucker and tell you stupid internet motherfuckers to stop lying on his father. But because people don't get what I was just trying to explain.
I'm trying to get to
Like,
it.
for some, now who's emotional? I can't
You
even get my
bitch, you
statement
was
out,
crying.
nigga.
All right, so
Talking about
Joey,
why
have that. All right, so Joey, hold on.
Back. I respect that, even with oldest.
Mr. Logic, he'll know. He'll know who the new Eden Man is. I got you, Mr. Logic.
All right, bro.
Just
Now,
for
after
you.
y'all get done with this, bro, I still not done. Hold on, bro. Y'all done switched the topic on me that quick.
What's the logic of this man putting his son on YouTube trying to explain a domestic violence charge, but then get mad talking about, why you talking about my son? Look, you talking about my son. Like, nigga, y'all dumbass niggas put y'all family on here, and then when somebody say something, then y'all start getting emotional. And then and I agree with PhD, but a lot of these dudes do be using like they girl or they kids as a shield. Like, get the fuck out of here. Take up for yourself, nigga. You went up there and was beating on your baby mom, and you was talking about it, and then niggas start flaming you, and then you start crying like a little tall bitch, like you is. Taz, you a bitch.
Okay, Supreme guys, you want to give it a few?
There's too many emotional people in this space. Too many emotional people, and you just let it drag it. Sharon, you just let it drag on and drag on. But again, it's all form of entertainment. So let's go.
Laugh, bitch.
Hold on, Joey. Hold on.
Absolutely not.
Hold on. Okay, hold on, Joey. Okay. All right. So now Taz get a chance to rebuttal. Go ahead, Taz.
Yeah, because I ain't even talk over.
Fucked up in 2024. You sound
Yeah, damn. They done got him. They said, bye, Taz.
Laugh. Tall dirt ball. Yeah, don't explain
nothing.
nothing.
Want Taz to get out his point of view. You know what you got to do. They dropped Taz.
But Sharon, that's my point, bro. Like, these guys hit these panels, be telling their business, then they start bitching when people start bringing up shit and start putting everything together. Like, what perspective do you have on anything? When you sit behind and hide behind these females. Oh, I'm gonna put your wife online and let her explain it, or put your kids online and let them. No, nigga, you a grown man. Stand on what you do. Stand on business. That's why I do agree with PhD. A lot of these bitch ass niggas want to hide behind people and thinking that shit cool. Like, fuck out of here, Taz. You dirty, tall dirtball. Never liked you, pussy. My fault. Go ahead, y'all. I'm sorry.
Damn. So what you mean you like them? So that's why you have a little bit more disdain for him, because at one point you did appreciate his content and his stance on things?
No, I never liked this content. He was just around. He always been a dirtball around, hanging around people. Always thinking, try to play the moral high ground. Try to be the simp guy. You know, he was with Cynthia G. Try to play like, a noodle. Nobody likes him.
At the solution-based group.
Joey, hold on
Now
one
you don't
second.
want to talk.
Hold on
Go
one
ahead,
second.
Sharon. My fault.
All right, so
You let
allow.
these niggas
So
come up here and run smear campaigns on me, nigga. I light all this shit up. Nigga, that's what these
okay,
niggas
so
do.
now
Smear
allow.
campaign. You ain't nobody
Hold on,
important.
Hold on,
Yes,
Joey.
nigga. Yes.
Hold on.
Yes,
So I want
bitch.
everybody.
You
So
ain't got no
allow
motherfucking
Taz to
fault
be
on
able
my
to
son,
defend
nigga.
himself. So we're gonna allow Taz to be able to defend himself, because now that he's here, he has $40 credit. He's not gonna get dropped. Joey, state your claim on what you have a discrepancy with Taz, and then Taz.
Yeah, I already did. Let that dirt ball go ahead. Go ahead,
You
dirt ball.
already did.
Go ahead, Dirty D.
So yeah, we don't know you, right? But when it comes to this situation you talk about with my son, again, you watch me, right? The reason you watch me and my son was because a bum ass bitch got on here and said I beat my baby mom in front of my son. So because my son is grown and nothing like that ever happened, yeah, I don't mind bringing my motherfucking son on here, because what the bitch was trying to do was hurt my motherfucking money that I make on this platform. So yes, since you gonna lie on my son, I'm going to bring my son on here to tell the bitch the truth. And then anybody else who want to know the truth. We don't have to hide behind nobody. In fact, you motherfuckers hide behind that bitch. Because nigga, I'll fuck your whole ass up. So I don't need none of that shit you talking. Me and you can get it. Fuck, nigga. You hiding behind bitches.
Yes, I
Coming
will
up here
put you to
mention
sleep.
bitches. You coming up here mention bitches.
I will knock your tall
you
ass
coming
the
up here
fuck
talking
out.
about some
I will
shit
knock
that a
you
bitch
smooth the
said.
fuck
Get
out.
the same
Shut
space.
the
I
fuck
I would
promise.
love to
up,
knock
You
you
get,
your punk ass
Joey,
emotional
I
out.
bitch.
promise you get the same space.
Shut the fuck up, you
I promise
emotional
you get the same
bitch.
space.
I
All
don't
right,
know
my
you.
fault.
I don't care nothing about what you got to say. I don't care nothing, nigga.
All they do
You
is
don't know
expose.
shit.
Again, the arguments, the disagreeing. I don't mind disagreeing. But when a nigga come up on here and just go off on emotions, this is what I was taught. You go off on emotions. I think you need to take it up with the person that you have a problem with, and not on a platform which is supposed to be solution based. That's just a thought that comes to mind. What do you think?
You see how he went up there and exposing other people's information, talk about other people's situation, what they got going on. This is corny shit. As grown men, we shouldn't even be doing this. What grown man sit up here and runs his mouth in a situation like this, bro? Like, that's corny.
Get your name, nigga. You better
And
hope
then,
I get your name.
Taz, first of all, you're gonna get more mad because you're gonna be like, damn, this nigga getting money and he got shit going on. Damn, I'm fucked up out here. All I do is just sit up here and wish one call.
What's your name, then? Let's see.
These nuts. How about that? Look up these nuts.
You niggas scared of your names, nigga. This nigga might be a pedophile.
And no different than these nuts could. Hey, Taz, guess what? These nuts could be in your bitch mouth, just like Jap had his messages in your bitch mouth. Nigga, how about that?
Bro, y'all niggas repeat anything up.
Don't bring that
No, we going there. We going there. Fuck it. We going there.
About to be a situation.
Yeah, don't drag that woman into this. That lady ain't have shit to do with it. Can we read the super chats? Oh, you on mute, Sharon.
Yeah, so we're gonna give y'all a few seconds to calm down so we can get back into the show. And I'm gonna bring y'all right back up. Nobody dropped y'all. We're just gonna read the super chats. I know y'all ain't, so let's calm it down. Go ahead, Diva.
I don't want to hear it right now. But this is the thing. We thought in front of them, Cameron. We're talking about solution-based things. Was there a solution to any of this nonsense that was going on? No. So I put that on Joey and Taz. Because if I were Taz, because he was the first one who was being attacked, I'll be like, all right, whatever, you got it. Because we're getting too old. We're getting too old, and we need. Oh God, this. I can't say this generation because that's the same age, and I don't even know how old this nigga is. If I had the money, I'd kick him off the I'll kick Joey off the platform on principle. But let's continue.
All right, Harambe Drizzle White does stay and under an.
That's kind of what I was explaining to Pookie. Fuck all of the dumb shit that other people talking about. But no, brother, like for real, you can't on one hand ask what we teaching our son.
I'm trying to find.
we can do a giveaway. Yo,
I need to
came up here and proceed like
you preach.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay,
100%.
so we always got to protect those of the weaker specimen, right? The weaker vessel.
But
I wasn't fucking him. I didn't try to marry him.
Dumbass.
And so I was.
Look, I was just
I'll
trying
give
to
you a
make
footprint,
I was
dumb
just
as
trying to
fuck,
break.
Hold on. I think
okay.
wrong.
Never came, but he ran a JP chat.
And moving on from topic to topic, shouldn't the next topic be what y'all done with the last topic, as in far as in actual actions? and I bow.
So men like you that do follow the red pill, did they recruit you? Did they knock on your door like Jehovah's Witness? Did you see them at a fucking
Man, you want to
no?
see,
So when you
talk
turned
about
into a fucking
solution
when
based, but
you
wanna-
asked the question,
you
so I'm
wanna
going
throw
to
ad
answer it.
hominems.
You
want to throw
asked
ad
the
hominems.
question. You asked the question.
They
I'm
hold
answering
you
it.
at the highest standard, but you throw ad hominems with your statements. This
I
is
did
your
not throw ad-
platform, but you supposed
Hold
to be
on.
mature.
Hold
I'm
on, I
not
did
no
not.
red pill nigga. I'm a bad nigga, bro. I'm the nigga that make y'all look good.
But
Okay,
Mr.
so-
Lyman, the issue is Sharon couldn't even say humiliate. So
Right.
we
I
gotta
can't
get
even
we
say I
gotta
can't
get we
even
gotta
I
get
cannot
ripple effect too.
single words. That's number one. But
Yes,
number two,
and he said perpetrator is predator. So we gotta give him a pass.
thank you. And also, but those red pill incel manosphere, man, they didn't walk out and march to do any of this. So don't try to say that I gotta go above and beyond where all those motherfuckers that got all these men to follow their bullshit remedial rhetoric, all they did was talk online. So you need to get
Yes.
yourself in, you need to get
Because
yourself
you're
together
the
because you
antidote.
feel away. The reason why you feel away.
Well, not only that, but they had the nerve to follow and mimic the late great Kevin Samuels. Oh, you remember that shit?
It's because you are a part of the problem.
Ain't you the antidote? Ain't you the cure? You supposed to be putting more action in. You supposed to be walking these streets with Brownville. Y'all niggas supposed to be
See,
going
the
into these
issue,
churches,
Mr. Lyman.
funding this shit.
Mr. Lyman. The
Who
issue,
said
the
he?
issue I
No,
have,
he
right,
can't in
is-
agreement with them.
is
I don't agree
all
with
of-
them.
all of
Hold on.
these
Let me finish talking to Mr. Lyman. So why is it okay for you to just go fuck whatever you want to fuck, sleep on the couch, don't respect your woman, don't marry your woman, and then me that did all the things that's opposite of what you do, I gotta go above and beyond, go outside and preach to every man walking down the street.
Because you need niggas like me to make you look good. If it wasn't for
Nigga,
niggas
you
like me,
ain't fucking
you
Al
wouldn't look
Pacino.
good, bro.
What are you talking
Y'all
about?
niggas set up. Hold on, let me get mine off. Y'all niggas set up here and defiled Pookie for an action over a decade ago, and then the other day when I told you that I discipline my kids, nigga, I'm bad. But niggas that abuse a woman ain't bad, nigga. Y'all niggas don't hear me just be talking.
So again, clearly this is the sickle cell that Mr. Logic is talking about. Because nobody gave
man, Mr. Logic way overseas. What he say don't got no merit.
Nobody cut you off. Nobody gave Pookie a pass for what he did, and nobody was trying to.
Well, y'all was
Pookie down
consoling
for what
him.
he
Y'all
did.
was comforting
What we
him.
did was see. The problem is, men like you don't understand the difference between a conversation and actually browing somebody.
Somebody got to do a fucking.
See, when you rested in your femininity, you can't help but interject every 2 words because you know you don't have no real point to prove. You just talking because you
talk when you want to talk. You basically dancing. You dancing the jig. Why don't niggas like you put on lipstick and put on some eyeliner, nigga, and put on a wig, nigga, and act like Diddy for one, right? When he was in that Joker costume, and start bending these niggas over. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got no room to be with a real woman. You ain't got no room for that, bruh. Man, y'all lost. And I don't know what the hell Hank is laughing at, man. I think Hank's a whole troll too.
You know you are talking to yourself and you trying to figure out it's okay. All you gotta do is call.
I was just kidding.
Call me and say, hey, I need some fucking one-on-one lessons with you, and we can have a conversation. We can build, and we can see.
Brownville.
Clearly, you do. And it's okay. You need to be man enough to say, hey, I fucked up in life and I need to move forward. I need some more productive men in my life to have conversation with, because the men that I'm having conversation with are not productive.
But Bracy, the only reason
all you gotta do is humble
really
yourself and say, hey, all you have to do humble yourself. Hold on. All you have to do is humble yourself and say, hey, I want a piece of that right there, what you got there. I'm not saying you want to be like me, but you like that part of my life.
Never.
So you just say, hey, what do you do? What is your thought patterns when you think that way?
Okay, that's fair. So Bracy, the Bible say don't idolize man. So the only reason why your voice is really strong, like
what? Whoa! The Bible said, "Do not idolize man." So you're taking that as what Sharon, you're taking that, and you're with advice, and you're putting them together and saying, "Don't take advice from a righteous man." Not saying that Sharon is righteous, but I'm saying that's a righteous thought. We can put our heads together. We can put our heads and our thoughts together to come up with a better solution, a better way for these kids to act when they're going out with these women. Because guess what? The dating scene ain't there no more. The dating scene is gone. There's no dating no more. There's no coexisting with women anymore because of fuck niggas like this. And this is why we have the Sharons. Even though he's with a white woman. This is the reason why we have the Sharons. To expose stupid ass niggas like this. Pookie, I don't know where y'all get the, you know what? I'm not gonna go there with Pookie. I'm not gonna do it.
It is them because you have a channel, you have a panel which people gather around to fucking talk and have a dialogue behind it. But outside of that, when you was on other panels, we seen how you was treated, brother. Niggas treat you like a hoe, and I respect you, but this is but no, listen, this is what becomes behind somebody with a channel. You gain power on your channel, but once you go to other people's channels, we really see how people view you. We really see how people perceive you, and this is not just to you. This is to the majority of everybody that don't get respected. Angry Man, Mr. Fantastic, Jay Prince, all you niggas don't really get too much.
I don't give a fuck about them niggas. What about yourself? Worry about your goddamn self. You the one that came up here causing all this fucking chaos. You know, y'all niggas need to be on. Y'all niggas on some other type of time. Get the fuck out of here. Be on your own time. This is Sharon's time. Well, at that point, it was Sharon's time, and he was trying to make a dramatic point. That all these manosphere mush niggas, you know what I call them? Deadosphere niggas. All you fucking deadosphere mushy monkey ass fucking niggers. Yeah, I said it. Have trained yourself every day and every night hurting women. That's your philosophy. That's your go-to. That's your go-to. Because there was a point in your life somewhere where you got hurt. Oh, you got hurt. And you, what if a woman, she did it to me, I get it. It's cool. It's wrong when I do. It's cool when they do it. It's wrong when I do it. Fuck them. That's the wrong mentality, my brother. The wrong motherfucking mentality.
Respect when y'all go on other panels, because we see how when y'all go on Hamp channel, that nigga treats y'all all like hoes. Tell y'all to get in the fucking bathroom.
So here's the problem.
Hey, man. I'm not going to keep letting that happen either, Sharon.
Self-control, Hank, please. So Mr.
I'm not going to keep letting you get treated like a bitch, Sharon. That ain't right, man. That's fucking right.
Here's the problem, Mr. Alignment. A lot of times, men, they want to joke, they want to mask that as they doing something, or they moving the goalposts, but it's not. Real people is over 180 people watching. So while you think that you are cooking something, it's other people that's watching. They actually see who they would rather align with, and that's why my camera is moving the way how it is, because I'm not just talking, I'm also walking it, so they could see it. So when you think that I'm on another channel and I'm getting dog walked and disrespecting and all that, it's other men that ain't afraid. It's other men that's willing to put in the fucking work, because I'm getting pushed back because men like you are afraid to put in the fucking work. You want to be represented as a good family, right, and this is why you got to try to talk over me now.
My fault. Go ahead,
it's all good.
It's your panel.
It doesn't bother me because
it's your period. It's your period. You know what? If I wasn't a Christian, I would say something that'll probably get me kicked off of YouTube. Yes, Trish.
Smash it.
Or I'll smash him. What the fuck is wrong
What
with
do
this?
you want to speak to me about?
Huh?
What do you want to speak to me about?
Oh, I wish you would have emailed me. Because we don't know who's watching. I don't know who's watching me right now. I'm just gonna put it to you like this. Let's just say I'll put up something on my community tab that people keep telling me to take it down, take it down, take it down. Obviously, we already discussed it. You already know someone got their stuff taken away, and now this person's on a vengeful tour, right? And again, my name is being brought up. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I wanted to also talk to you about, is it worth it even rekindling this fire, or should I just lay it to rest?
Lay it to rest, just like a dead channel.
Okay, cool. Well, that being said, you don't have to talk about this shit no more.
All right, later.
Later. And that was that. Okay, moving on. And we have a shouts out to Trish. Shouts out to Trish.
My life, I actually got results with what
What's
I
the
fucking
result?
do.
What's the
You
results
don't
you
have the
niggas talk
results.
about, bro?
A man like you need to say, hey, I need to understand and have a one-on-one conversation. I don't have no problem with that.
Okay,
but me going on other panels and fighting back against the Ramita Rhetoric, I ain't scared of those niggas. And them niggas can't touch me in life because they life, chill out. Because their life is a representation of who they are. And that's why they don't need no fucking body. That's why they gotta go and panel hop. I don't have to.
That's not my argument.
To help young motherfuckers out. Whether you or whoever else is listening behind the scenes.
No. See, Bracy, you not understand what I'm saying. I'm not taking away from your channel. Nigga, this is a great fucking channel. Nigga, I love this. I'm a truck driver. Nigga, I love listening to you. But what I'm saying is, you cut me off all the time over here. But when you go on other panels, you see how your power is diminished. Nigga, you see how you don't have the same amount of superiority that you have on your own channel.
No, that don't make sense. That's not his channel to be cutting nobody off.
Brother, world class. Can I talk to Bracy?
You saying dumb shit. As a content creator, you can't interrupt somebody else's shit.
Dog.
Dumbass. It's not his fucking panel. So if you seen him on somebody else's panel, goofy, how the fuck can he cut somebody off consistently? It's his channel. The fuck? Stupid ass suck, get the fuck up out of here, nigga.
Hey yo, hold up though, yo. But he did make sense on one point that I got a problem with in these spaces. It's like, yo, these spaces, motherfuckers been harp on Pookie and Ray, yo, for a long time in these spaces. You know what I'm saying? Johnson and Johnson watching Pookie every move. If he miss a child, even one child support payment, Pookie get dragged in these spaces forever. But we just had a whole conversation of a dude doing dirt to his own family, bro. And nobody really harped on that like that. Like, yo, Pookie and Ray been getting dragged in these spaces for over 5 years, maybe even longer than that, bro. So if I go out there in the community and choose to sleep with multiple women, you know what I'm saying? But I'm scrapping up, minding my freaking business. I'm not putting my hands on no women. I'm being productive. I don't got a criminal history, none of that. But as soon as when I get on these platforms and talk about that, I'm the worst thing in the fucking world. But I ain't do none of the things that Pookie, the fucking real Pookie, did, and I ain't do none of the things that Taz did. But I'm still the worst fucking piece of shit. Like, I don't get that, bro.
Okay, so let me tell you like this. You get your flowers. You are not that horrible human being that everybody try to put you to be. This way, you don't have to turn the show into about you. You are awesome, dude. Keep living that way. All right?
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Kels, James, let me tell you something. Let me come on camera. Kels, James, nephew, you my brother, and you always gonna be my brother. All right. Don't put your personal shit online. If you did, let it flow past you. Don't do it no more. You're a good father. You're a good dad. A good person. Don't let nobody or nothing take anything away from you. This is from me, We-On-Loc, to you, James Kells. I said it and I meant it. Now let's get back into it.
You hear, Diva? The Superman with
Tickle my.
To finish their thought, you have the same uninterrupted experience.
That's my issue with y'all.
Gotten arrested. Did you go?
Saying a name. So when
man, me and you gonna have it.
I would love that. I would love that, HQ.
Hey Hank, why you reaching around to give Pookie a hand so bad?
That's crazy.
I'm not. Don't use those words like that either, Sharon. There you go, mischaracterize me. Reach around with that bullshit. Stop that, Sharon. God damn, brother.
Because this dude,
Heathen Queen, he just wants you to come be his co-host on his new show, Laying Pexy with Big Sexy. Come on, Heath, let it up.
You need my help. You need my help, Hank. You need my hands or something. What you need?
No, ma'am. I'm good. I'm good, ma'am. No, ma'am. I do not. I got a beautiful future wife. I'm good. Thank you, though.
Hey Hank, she trying to give you an opportunity. I don't know if you know.
She trying to be that.
I think I found it. Hold on. I think I found it. Hold on. Looking good this afternoon, Chris. God dang it. Oh. Hold on.
You put up with it every day. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you do it. But
yes, Trish.
So I have a question.
Hold on, let me take a drink first.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Why are there so many men and women coming on YouTube specifically looking for validation?
That is a very good question. Obviously, starting with the men, they want to be acknowledged, obviously, because they feel that the women are getting more successful, and supposedly, we don't know, but we go by statistics. I go by the eye test. Women are more successful, women are more driven, women are more educated, and blah 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 blah. Thus, as the men, they're successful in their own right, and they're not being recognized as men. This is what they're telling us. And so on both sides, they feel that at some point, we are not being recognized as human beings, and little do they know that you don't own and control anything. Thus, people like you and I and everybody else knows that if we were to own and control a little bit of real estate, or we were to, buy and control land, it builds revenue. It builds a whole bunch of things. But this is YouTube, so I hope that that's the answer that you're looking for, because all this is confusing to me too.
Okay. So you don't know. Got it. Later. Later.
Later. I mean, that's just what it is. Men trying to evaluate themselves, or trying to seek a woman to evaluate them because they don't want a woman to, for some odd strange reason, they don't want a woman to work. They don't want a woman to be in charge of anything. Would an actual real man want to give order? Want to take orders from a woman? I don't know. I don't mind it as long as we're fair, right? I mean, I would like to get her opinion on it, but she left. But okay, we'll just move forward.
But you know,
What you mean you don't see how she do it? She let it shit. She ain't shit, just like them niggas she talk about. What you mean how she put up with it?
Exactly.
She ain't shit either. She's at home doing this shit. Call it for what it is.
Fair enough. Look, man, it's just like, yeah. Div, you know most dudes out here ain't leaders.
Right, of course. But I just wanted to know what he thought because he's basing it.
In the societal constructs.
Yes, that's true.
All that stuttering got him choking on his spit.
It's more that soft guy era because the red pill was more about why are we talking to some? We need to put these women in Sharia law. We need to unalive these women. So if they're not on the list, it's not a legitimate list.
Okay.
Wrong.
DJ, respectfully, I wasn't trying to prove anyone wrong. I was trying to get us on the same page. I had no argument. I was just trying to find what this word meant. That was
all right. So perfect. So all right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna allow PH Diva to read so we can get every word correctly. Go ahead, PH Diva.
All right. So what it says is male supremacists view women as genetically inferior, manipulative, and stupid.
Wow, that's the first sentence?
Yes. Many male supremacists
view women as generally inferior, manipulative.
No.
Maybe this might answer Trish's question.
No, see, that's the thing. You got to be able to read the words that's on there in order for you to read it to us and explain it to us. It actually says, because I'm looking at the same thing you're looking at, male supremacists view women as genetically inferior, not generally inferior, genetically inferior. Do you understand what the difference is?
Yes, ma'am.
Big difference. Here's the point. When folks try to, and my man, I'm not being disrespectful to you, but when you come into a fight, understand that somebody might already know what you're talking about. Somebody I would actually debunk you in real time, and that's just what happened. You read something, and you read it completely wrong because you thought you was gonna catch somebody in an aha moment, but you got caught in the aha moment. Because you did not read what the statement said correctly, because you didn't take a general understanding before you tried to prove someone wrong.
DJ, respectfully, I wasn't trying to prove anyone wrong. I was trying to get us on the same page. I had no argument. I was just trying to find what this word meant. That was
all right. So perfect. So all right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna allow PH Diva to read so we can get every word correctly. Go ahead, PH Diva.
All right. So what it says is male supremacists view women as genetically inferior, manipulative, and stupid.
What in what book was this? So women are genetically inferior. Wow. Okay. Women are genetically inferior. And stupid. Let me hear that one more time.
Wrong.
DJ, respectfully, I wasn't trying to prove anyone wrong. I was trying to get us on the same page. I had no argument. I was just trying to find what this word meant. That was
all right. So perfect. So all right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna allow PH Diva to read so we can get every word correctly. Go ahead, PH Diva.
All right. So what it says is male supremacists view women as genetically inferior, manipulative, and stupid.
Wow, that's the first.
Genetically inferior, manipulative, and stupid. This is coming from the manosphere. Excuse me, the deadosphere. Kevin Samuels had a real good influence on these Negroes. I'm at a loss for words. I really am.
First sentence?
Yes. Many male supremacists reduce women to their reproductive function simultaneously.
We just had a woman who was brutally murdered. Brutally murdered. In cold blood. And the guy did what I would call a massacre on this woman's life. But yet women are inferior, manipulative, and stupid. Another woman was being dragged by her boyfriend for what? Missing a date? For being a minute late? But a woman is manipulative, inferior, and stupid.
Simultaneously shaming women for having sex while believing that sex is something women owe men or that should even be coerced out of them. Adherents of this ideology.
The other part that's confusing. You shame a woman for having sex, but yet, no, you shame a woman for having sex, but you shame her for having sex. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. How you gonna demonize a woman for having sex, but if she doesn't have sex, you demonize her for that? I mean, which one? Pick a struggle. Either you want her to have sex or you don't want her to have sex. If you want her to have a job or you don't want her to have a job, pick a struggle.
Are fixated on rigid gender roles and vilify any deviation from their strict gender dichotomy, seamlessly weaving together misogyny, transphobia, and homophobia.
Whoa.
Now, see,
anybody want to fight against that?
There goes my point. The way you read it, my man, if you would have had an audience, that was completely different. Completely different. And that's the point of what these folks will get up here talking.
I put that list on Twitter.
Say, hey, this is exactly.
Well, that was a different story. That wasn't just your.
I got to put this up for you, bro.
So no, they're not just going on sam.gov and applying for.
I think he's even more neutral than MTR.
And Antoinette in goddamn Atlanta.
Yo,
well, you don't want to help us change these laws. You just want to complain about women. So they kicked them out. That is the separation of the black manosphere and the manosphere. Black men want to talk about women.
All right, so, I can take you on that argument.
Okay, so so that's a big distinction right there. So if you talk about manosphere, or you talk about black manosphere.
All right, I only got one. Only got one thing I want to add to that. This perspective. When the black men left the white group, right? Because they were complaining about weave, sandals, and child support. Child support was the one thing that kind of lit out to me, and it made me think there aren't too many fathers in general. There just aren't. As many people understand, like there are more mothers than fathers. That's a fact. I'm not putting this on women. I'm just trying to say that the fact that there was that many men that took up arms to complain, there would have to be a majority. And I don't believe for a fact, because I'm just looking at my life in general and people around me and my family, that there were that many weak men that had to complain about women and child support, or even being on child support in general. I mean, I think it's more of a minority that had a big microphone. Like even right now what's happening with what's going on with rights and stuff. You got the smallest group of people who have the most power and most say, and it's like, yo, you act like it's just y'all life out here. Like, ain't no one trying to bend the knee to that bullshit y'all talking. But because they have so much power and that microphone, it seems like it's a bigger issue than what it is. And I think that's what happened with the manosphere thing. People were complaining about shit that wasn't that big in the scope of things. Like, I think shit got blown completely out of proportion. And also believe there's trauma bonding when in a sense like you're basically inheriting something that you did not experience yourself. You heard a story, you took it on, and you took an identity of something that you did not experience yourself. And women do it, men do it, everyone does it. You sympathize with the situation. You get angry. That's what the whole red pill rage is about. You got men out here who are still virgins, never even seen pussy, but they're angry with women. How the fuck that happen? Like I said, it's like
right now. Like you right now, right? You're saying things that you don't know about, but you're repeating what you've heard red pill men say. Like, how could there be more mothers than fathers?
That's not hard.
Wait, how's that?
That's not hard. If you're a daddy, and even if you, how could there be more mothers than fathers?
Okay, I'll tell you.
Same three black men impregnating all the black women. It's just the same three black men going around and impregnating all the black women.
And don't forget they traveling too. They are traveling pookies. It's wait.
I was gonna tell you, hold up, before we go there. Y'all remember, okay? Who's more pickier, okay? When it comes to who they want to lay with, okay? The market demands that what? Women usually pick what percentage of men? Exactly. So you're only gonna get those guys up top.
Wait, what's the percentage?
Top 30.
No. What I'm saying is women want the best man they can get.
That's not true.
Okay.
No.
So,
wait.
Hold on,
saying that?
Marvelous. Hold on, everybody.
That's another narrative that needs to be shut down. Women want the best looking guy. How can a person establish who's the best looking guy? Like, I can't really establish who the best looking girl is. I really don't care. It's just that I ain't going with the ugly times 10 woman. That ain't gonna happen. But like, let me see. I ain't gonna even go into all that. But that's another thing that we need to dispel from conversation. It shouldn't matter if they fit your whatever it is you want to accomplish in life. If they fit the conversation, if they fit the build, if they can substantiate a living, if they can take care of themselves, then what the fuck does it matter? What does it matter? I don't think women are actually doing that. Not to me, anyway.
Hold on, so Marvelous. Do you know the percentage of women today that do not have children?
No, I don't.
This is the problem that y'all be having. Y'all don't still y'all just be windmilling. It's 44%.
Okay, so Marvelous. Let's walk down this concept, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say what you said is true. Okay, more, and it's possible because we know that men can impregnate women year round, while women have a certain number of pregnancies that they can go through year round. All right. So let's walk it down. If that is the case, wouldn't you put the onus on the men for impregnating so many women?
Yes, but that was my point. My whole point was they made it. That my thing was y'all trying to make it seem like all men, like the majority of men, act like that type of guy.
I'm this close to saying, fuck it. Yes, it's all men are doing it. You put that one out there, sir. You did. You the one that keeps repeating what everybody else is repeating. All men. No one said all men. It's like I keep saying that we have a very short-minded complex, a very short. We don't operate what's up here, our brains, our wits, our noodles, our know-how. Like, get a freaking clue. It's like no one said all.
And I'm trying to tell you, it's not that many like that. Not that many fathers out here like that. I'm not one of them, unfortunately. I'm not a father neither. I would like to be, but like you said, a man can have.
No, you don't need to be a father. You don't.
More kids than a woman, which proves my point. Right. He has more baby mamas, and that's why I said there's more mothers than fathers.
And so therefore, that man deserves to be on child support. Correct?
Yes, but I'm not arguing that.
Why is he on?
What? I'm saying, like, why did his voice get so? Why did that one guy? Why did that one guy's voice protesting get so big? How did his voice get so big to complain about women? That was my whole thing. I said it started off with something radical.
The reason why, because they got men like you that do the right thing, would still understand his point. Say, hey, I understand why he got to get under child support, even though he made 3 kids and he ran away. He still doesn't take care of none of his kids. I don't understand why he got to be on child support though.
Exactly.
Who said that?
You didn't say anything like that.
What I'm saying is,
you didn't say that like that.
I didn't say that at all. I'm like,
you don't think you saying that?
You didn't argue whether to be on child support or not. You're lying.
I didn't even say that. I'm like, bro. I said, how did they get so powerful? I said, how did the smallest group of men get so powerful to speak on our behalf as the total circumstance?
Because
and it's like,
okay, so therefore it's not that smaller group of men. It's a bunch of men that's just making babies and running away.
But that's the narrative that that's the whole point I'm trying to fight against. Y'all make it seem like every man's a bad guy out here.
It's not us. It's the statistics that y'all are presenting. It's not us. Y'all present the statistics. It ain't us.
Okay.
Let's
go with it.
Most of these men,
let's go with it.
Most of the men are fathers.
Most men are fathers. Go ahead. Let's just admit it. Most men are fathers.
After a certain age, they are at a 90 or like a 95% clip of having children. And for some reason, they are the ones that's mostly on child support. It's y'all statistics that y'all not realizing, but y'all want to hone in on a part that now in today's time, because they got the average age from all the way from 14 up into 25. That's what makes it seem so small. But however, when we peel back the onion and we turn this bitch into a cry fest, we wind up realizing that it's 44% of women that don't have children, and it's 63% of black men that don't have children. So it is around the same.
What?
There's another thing too.
Wait. Let's go back to his point.
That don't make sense.
I'll let it ride. I will let that shit go. You know, at the edge of the 2-hour mark, I will let that go. Other than that, if there's any future updates on the Sade Robinson case, I will be up on it. Congratulations to the family, to the younger sister of the family. Yeah, but I am looking forward to the trial. I'm definitely looking forward to the trial. I think people, in my conclusion, I think people need to start looking at cases like these. right? Let's talk about it. There's a couple of things. There's a couple of rules that I want to go by before I depart. Number one, no one is 100% to blame. You go by your statistics, you do that. I go by the items. I don't want to have to hear another person say, well, what about the women? 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 That's out. Number two, I don't mind having a logical conversation with anyone. It's just that these insults have to go. We're either going to be adults about it, or we're going to, or we can do the entertainment part. Just let me know so I can determine what live stream I'm going to be having that day. Other than that, it's been good seeing you. Tomorrow, we're just going to relax. We're just going to relax. I'm going live 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock tomorrow. Night vibes. Night vibes. We just need to unwind, relax. We've been through a lot. And I mean a lot. These months. Any and everybody is invited, except for a couple people. Actually, 4 people, right? Other than that, anybody come. I'll put in the link. We're gonna have an open mic night for tomorrow night. Please, hopefully you all come through. If not, I can understand. Let's just have one of those peaceful nights, and we can talk about any and everything. It's just that, you know, certain things I would just let go, because it's not worth talking about. It's not worth talking about at all. But make sure you come through Friday night. Make sure you share this. I don't know if I'm doing UMA content tomorrow night. I might do it early in the morning. Who knows? I got some shit to do. But like I said, 6 o'clock. Be here. Be here or disappear. I'm just trying to make something make sense. But thank y'all thank you, Trish, for stopping by. We should be lit tomorrow. We should definitely be lit tomorrow. And then after that, after Tuesday, I'm going on my break. After Tuesday, I'm going on my break. I'll be gone for about a week. And then next week, we'll definitely get it popping again. But thank you for stopping by. Peace.